Greetings YouTube. Today we're going to take a look at a Bauer belt sander. This is an 8 amp belt sander, 3 by 21 inch belt, and a max RPM of 1245. Now I own a nice Skill belt sander, but I discovered that when I needed to buy belts that they don't sell the 3 by 18s at grocery stores, no, at hardware stores anymore. So I need a belt sander that would give me access to belts anywhere there is. You know, I need someplace that's going to carry belts at any hardware store there is. And 3 by 11 is the industrial standard for basically this rough size of device. So I'm like, okay, let's go see what I can find out there that meets my needs. It isn't going to break the bank. And I picked this up for 40 bucks at Harbor Freight. And they actually have a 10 amp, which is slightly better than this, obviously. That's beefier. And this is their mid-range. The Bauers are their mid-range. So I could have gone lower, but I didn't want to, and I could have gone higher, but I didn't need the better quality because I don't use a belt sander all that often. Also, I have arthritis in both my hands, so I need a tool that isn't going to be too heavy for me to use. I need something that's going to be comfortable. So I don't want a motor bigger than this because that means more weight. I don't need a device bigger than this. That means more bulk. So I got this one, and I'm really very, very happy with it. It's very standard. It has an adjustable speed dial here. This is the locking button for your trigger, so you pull the trigger, push that button, and the belt, you don't have to hold the trigger anymore, which is useful because I was just sanding this plywood disc, which meant I had it strapped to my bench and I was holding this in a vertical position, which meant I could grab these two handles in a very comfortable manner without having to worry about having to keep pressure on a trigger at the same time, which is awesome. This is your centering adjustment, so your belt stays where you want it, and that is your lever for changing your belt. So yeah, a pretty straightforward, not an overly complex design in the least. It came with one 80 grit belt, and I picked up some more belts while I was there. This is your little dust collector, and it is held in place with just a spring clip. That's it. Straightforward, no muss, no fuss, nothing to do out of the box other than to put on the filter and you're ready to go. The belt was already installed when I got it. So I think it was normally $50 and it was on sale for $40, or $49.95, and I got it for $39.95. So keep your eye out there if you're looking for something that's going to be in a compact size, isn't going to break the bank, and is going to allow you to have some flexibility in what kind of belt you use and ease of use and things like that. But also, I discovered I have this, which is a Miller Falls vise. And this vise is designed to fit on a bench so that it has a horizontal and a vertical axes. I can turn this thing upside down, put this in here, resting on that. Between that and this, I now have a horizontal belt sander that I can now put objects against rather than me have to hold the device. So if you're working on smaller objects, or even if you're doing some very basic metal shaping and things like that, this could solve a problem for you. It's not you're not going to break the bank. You're not going to be able to find a Miller's Falls V-line vise probably, but there are Craftsman versions of this out there, so you should be able to find those. These things are these are actually properly antiques by now. I use mine every time I'm at the shop, but they're hard to come by. The Craftsmans are easier. But the point is that with the right kind of clamping, you could get this to do multiple things other than just be a handheld sander. It can become a stationary sander for small tasks, which is also really darn cool because, again, 40 bucks. And that gives you a lot of flexibility, particularly if you have a small shop. You may not have a lot of space to have a proper belt sander. So, hope this has been useful. I find this thing useful, and it may meet your criteria in the future. So go out and give it a shot and see if you can do interesting things with it.